There's much to delight thriller lovers in my personal selection from the Talking Pictures TV schedule over the next 2 weeks. And comedy lovers will not be disappointed either. In fact, comedy, mystery and suspense often overlap. With so many great films and shows coming your way, I think we should dive straight in. I'm genuinely excited to bring you the 1950s crime series Mark Saber, starring Donald Gray as the eponymous detective. It's been a real labour of love for me to track down and restore so many episodes of this classic series, all unseen for many, many years. Donald lost an arm in World War II, but continued his acting career once the war was over. Murder, blackmail, deceit, they're all here for Mark Saber to untangle. I know you'll be as captivated by this series as I am, so make sure you're watching every week.
I need your help.
What's the matter, Inspector? Scotland Yard had a breakdown?
I've just come from a warehouse on the south side.
Another robbery?
Uh-huh. The 9th in 2 months. That's the 5th in my area.
Yeah, I read about them in the papers. Sound like the operation of a very clever gang.
Best known for her comedy roles, Liz Fraser is perfect as the gangster's mole who yearns for a better life in the 1962's The Painted Smile. She's joined in this cast of this little scene thriller by Kenneth Griffith, but Tony Wickett and Nanette Newman. A naive young student gets caught up with Liz and finds himself a murder suspect. Look out for one of his friends, played by a very young David Hemmings. And there's chart topper Craig Douglas too, who also gets to sing the jaunty theme song. Fans of Kenneth Griffith can also see him in the very first film role in The Shop on Sly Corner. Austrian actor Oskar Hommelke plays a successful antique dealer supporting his daughter's ambition to be a classical musician. But he harbours a guilty secret which threatens their lifestyle and her career. The Shop at Sly Corner is an overlooked gem and one that I highly recommend.
I've warned you, Archie. It's all I'm prepared to do. It's all I can do.
Tough, isn't it? I could cry my eyes out. That's why I'm going to make things easier for you, Mr. Heiss.
Staying with thrillers and mystery, we have something from the pen of one of our greatest crime writers, Francis Durbridge. The mini-series Francis Durbridge Presents Melissa was first broadcast in 1974. It stars Peter Barkworth as a struggling novelist who, after a row with his wife, finds himself the prime suspect in her murder. He has no alibi and there's mounting evidence against him. How can he prove his innocence? I'm sure that you'll enjoy Melissa, and I'm pleased to say we have several other Durbridge miniseries following Melissa. Well, after so much criminal activity, I'm ready for some top-quality laughs. The peerless Molly Sugden was at the peak of her TV fame when she starred in the sitcom That's My Boy, first shown in 1981, and which ran for 5 series in total. Molly plays the irascible Ida, who gets a job as housekeeper to a young doctor and finds she has a very close connection to him. Make an appointment to watch this comedy classic every Thursday at 8:30 p.m.
I've made the tea.
So I see. Aunt spilt it in the soul, sir.
How many lumps?
How many lumps? Ooh, you can tell he's medical. None.
We return to the topic of murder with the case of the frightened lady. A chauffeur is murdered and the investigating officer finds himself in the midst of a highly eccentric, wealthy family. Secrets abound and many point to a family member as the criminal. And with such fine leading actors involved, the case of the frightened lady is definitely one for your must-watch list.
A murder was committed in that village on the very night you were there. Until you convince me otherwise, you remain a prime suspect. Suspect? Murder? Me? What do you know about it?
Something very different now with the lost films of the Kersal. These stunning archive films were found in the bowels of Southend's Kersal after it closed. The Kersal was at the heart of the city's entertainment for many years, and here we see it in all its glory, and all filmed by the venue's owner, Clifton J. Morehouse. You won't see these unique films of a time gone by anywhere else. For all you night owls out there, something new and possibly unexpected. Our After Midnight slot features the slightly saucy, the naughty and the properly bizarre. The lineup each week is headed by classic 90s series Eurotrash, presented by Jean-Paul Gaultier and Anton Decon. These cheeky presenters bring you the oddest stories from across the continent. There'll be more shows and films too to entertain the insomniacs in your house. We return to comedy in the company of some of the greats of A Taste of Money. It stars Dick Emery, our dear friend Pete Murray and Jean Cadell. This film is a real rarity. Great performances and laughs galore. You'll expect nothing less with the talent involved in A Taste of Money.
Ballistics report that the guard's gun was fired only once last night. Apparently he remembered it before he was knocked out.
Then one of the thieves was shot.
Possibly.
Nina Borden's delightful novel, Carrie's War, has been filmed more than once, but this 2003 film is, for my money, the very best version. Carrie and her brother are evacuated to Wales during the war. What could be a difficult time for them turns out to be the time of love and friendship. Do make time for this heartwarming story that the whole family will enjoy.
What if no one wants us? Well, they won't, will they? You looking like that? It's all right. I won't leave you.
As you know, this channel means a lot to me, and I work hard to provide something for everyone. I'm proud of the sheer variety of the upcoming schedule. Plenty of mystery, but plenty of laughs too. Remember, you can see our full schedule in our free weekly newsletter. Sign up now. If you'd like to write to me, you can get in touch via email at noel@talkingpicturestv.co.uk. If you prefer to put pen to paper, the address to write to is Talking Pictures TV, P.O. Box 592, Kings Langley, Hertfordshire, WD4 4DB. Join me again soon for another personal selection from What's on Talking Pictures TV. Do enjoy the upcoming weeks. Thank you.